Wake up. Come on, wake up. Wakey wakey, little one. Come on now. I didn't give you anything last night. You went to sleep all on your own. That's my little one. Welcome to the land of the living again. Welcome back to reality. Don't you dare, baby. You do remember where you are, don't you? No, you're not asleep. You can't fool me. You're awake and you're in your special room. You know, the one I prepared just for you. That's right. You're tied up and tied down in my lair again. Get it? Up and down? Come on. Why don't you ever appreciate my sense of humor? You really should learn to lighten up. Don't you know that? So, back to my question. You do know where you are, right? Like, at least now. Yeah, I thought you did. No. You know what they say? No rest for the wicked. Because the wicked have to keep after people like you. Okay. So I'm going to have to go through the whole scene with you, right? Like always. Okay then. At least we understand each other. And the rituals. Do you remember? It might be a little fuzzy for you now. You came home late, just like always. Don't you know that? You beat yourself up way more than I ever could. Anyway, you came home late again, and I was there, across the street, watching you through your window, like always. You went in, and judging by the time until I saw that you changed, probably took a shower. And then I saw you again as you went back into the kitchen and made a dinner of some ghastly pre-packaged garbage. That's not good for you at all. And you washed it down with the usual soda. You don't eat like you should. Do you know that? If it wasn't for me, you'd probably be dead of malnutrition by now. So, why don't you reflect on that sometime? You might actually owe your life to me. And in more ways than one. So, getting back to our ritual. Reminding you of where you are. After I watched you eat that thing over the sink. No less. Damn it. You make me so mad sometimes. The way you disrespect your body. It belongs to me. Don't you know that? So, anyways. God, your bad habits are so distracting. So, after that you went into your living room. Do you know that I know every single one of those movies on your shelves? Sure. Every title, every plot, every ending. Do you know that I've analyzed those selections and I know what they all have in common? Do you know? They've told me a lot about what goes on in your head. And I have to say, I don't like it. You spend far too much time in a fantasy. You spend far too much time wishing. Far too much time wanting. You're much too passive. Don't you know that? Anyway, I waited while you watched yet another one of those sad movies and... Oh, I did go get a sandwich and some hot tea though. But I knew that you'd still be there when I got back. I know exactly how long that movie runs. How long all of them do. Anyway, I waited while you watched yet another one. And so there you were. When I got back, still sitting in the dark. And after the movie ended, You turned off the lights you had on. Do you know you ought not to sit in the dark staring at a bright screen? It's not good for your eyes. Don't you know that? And all that gloom is not good for your mind. It's depressing, and it depresses me to see you do that to yourself. So, stop. You belong to me. I'll have you take better care of your soul, if you don't mind. Oh, and where was I? Yeah, so you went to your bedroom. I saw the usual light in the bathroom. You do properly brush your teeth before bed, I'll give you that. Then, that light was gone and the whole house was dark, and I waited. And when I knew it was time, I went up to your front door and used my key. I was very quiet. Going up the stairs to your room, I went in, and I knew from the sound of your breathing that you were fast asleep. I stood over you, lying there. I thought about how little you seemed to have to live for. And I wanted to cry for you. But I couldn't make a sound, could I? So I blame you for making me not cry for you when you need someone to cry for you. You owe me for that. Well, anyway, I took the chloroform handkerchief out of its jar and pressed it over your face until I knew you'd not be awake for a long time. So, that was Friday night. You woke up very late on Saturday. It was boring waiting for you to become conscious again. But your body and mind needed sleep, and as the owner I understand that even better than apparently you do. When you woke up, I made you a late but big breakfast with only the most healthful and fresh ingredients I had. Then I read to you for a while, and then I put you back to sleep. You love milkshakes, and you can't tell when it's laced with... Well, let's skip the medical stuff, should we? When you woke up again, it was very late. Such is the degree of sleep deprivation you allow yourself to fall into. And I have to say, right now it makes me very cross with you. You simply must try to take better care of yourself. But I'm here, and I'll fix you up. Anyway, I fed you again. You ate like you'd been starved for a week, and frankly, you probably were practically starved from the nutrients that are missing from the trash you put into yourself. So, I got you all fed and read to you some more. It's a good thing Dickens wrote such long books. Then, when it was getting dark, I saw that you'd fallen asleep all on your own, and I was so proud of you. You slept long and deep, my dear. And now it's early Sunday afternoon. You know what that means? In a moment I'll untie you, and then I'll leave you alone. You can use the bath, shower, whatever. But don't look for me. I'll be upstairs and I will lock the door, so don't waste your time. There. The knots were simple. And they were loose. You could have escaped any time you wanted to. You knew that, right? Just like you know that you need me. Just like you know you really belong here with me. If it wasn't for me, you would work yourself to death. You can't even take care of yourself properly, don't you know that? You need me. And I think you know that. You don't need to feel guilty. It's fine. I want to take care of you. Honestly, taking care of you is kind of all I want to do. So, just go take a shower now. I'll be upstairs, and stay away from the door. Or there will be consequences, and I hope you know that.